Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for September 24th through October 6th. For the period September 24th to 28th, excuse me, the flow starts off generally zonal and then leads to a highly amplified pattern like this with a ridge of the East Pacific, trough in the west, ridge here across the Gulf of Mexico southeast with above normal heights in the east. And the models are in good agreement on this. You can see I go through the models, and we're going to go now to another set of maps. This is we're forecasting the trough to amplify in the west, nearer along the west coast late in the week, and cause precipitation increase across the west. So we'll go through the period. This is the European ensembles, or the GFS. I'm sorry, I just moved a little bit. And you start seeing that we have snow moving into the northern Rockies. Now, the highest possibility for accumulating snow would be the high elevations of the extreme northern Rockies, with less likely across the northwest into the Sierras. But we're going to look for an increase of precipitation. You can see it right here. Pretty strong low there, 997. And then also an area from the Great Plains, the Central Plains, into the Upper Mississippi Valley will experience a couple episodes of heavy rainfall. Here's one period, and then that low moves out, and then we get to another one as we go through this period for the 28th. Okay, we're going to look at the period for September 27th to October 1st. And amplified flow is forecast for this period. We still have our ridge here over the Eastern Pacific, pretty strong, 594 dm. And we have our trough here in the west. Here's our ridge with above normal heights in the east. So we're not expecting that to change very much as we go to the beginning of October. You see it right here. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures here, and I'm forecasting anomalies of 6 to 12 degrees below normal, and we have above normal temperatures east of the Mississippi River with anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees above normal for precipitation. Calling for above normal precipitation for this area here. Probability of occurrence is 45 to 55%. And we have below normal precipitation for this region, and the probability of occurrence is 45 to 50%. Looking at the period for October 2nd to the 6th, and little overall change is forecast. However, you can see that, let me go back to that frame, that this ridge kind of builds further to the north, encompassing much of this area. You have a deep trough here in the west, so the pattern remains unchanged. So for this forecast period, forecasting below normal temperatures here, and a forecast numbers of 4 to 12 degrees below normal, and then we have above normal temperatures here for this region, and the forecast numbers of 6 to 12 degrees above normal are forecast here. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation for this region here, for the Mississippi Valley to the Pacific Coast. Probability of occurrence is 40%, and then we have below normal precipitation for the Southeast Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. Probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. Now we're going to take a look at the tropics. You can see we're watching an area of disturbed weather that's moving off the African coast. And we can see what we do. This is Jerry right here. And then we go see how the models handle this. This is the GFS. And you see it starts to get going down here across the central Atlantic. And you can see the wind the circulation and the rainfall associated with it. And it seems to follow the same flow as the others do towards the north and northeast. So that's the GFS. We'll look at the European. See it right down here. And that too brings it to the west, and it's curving to the north. So, and then we have another system out here, way out. This is like October 1st, and we'll see what that does. And it kind of loses it there. That's the European. We'll see what the GFS says. And it kind of loses it there too. So we have a lot to watch over the tropics. So Jerry and everything, they all, and this other system here does not pose any threat to the U.S. as of this time, or to the islands. So that's all for now. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for September 24th through October 6th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.